everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our second evening performance of Twelfth Night. Just a couple of words about the play. You probably read my comments in the program. We are a small group tonight, so loud laughter is always encouraged. George Bernard Shaw said that if the audience laughs, it's a comedy, and this certainly is a comedy, and you can imagine that the actors are encouraged to be even wackier if they hear you laughing. So I will help you along in that respect. I'm a big laugher. People invite me to their shows just so I'll laugh. So we'll all enjoy ourselves together, and without any further words from me, here we go with Twelfth Night.
After our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers were saved with you hung on our dragon boat, I saw your brother, most provident in pearl, bind himself. Courage and hope both teaching him to practice, to a strong mast lived upon the sea, but like Orion on a dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, here's gold. Mine own escape uncloseth my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam. Where I was bred and born, not 3 hours' travels of this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke. Each has a name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now. It was so very late. For but a month ago, one from hence to us freshly murmured. Do you know what great ones do, the less we're proud of love? That he did seek love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, daughter of a count who died some 12 months since, in the protection of her son, her brother, his son, who shortly also died. For his dear love, they say, she has abjured the company in the sight of men.
Oh, that I serve this lady, and might not be handed to the world till I had mine own occasion mellow. What my estate is.
That will be hard to accomplish, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
There is fair behavior in thee, Captain. And though that nature, with a beauteous wall, doth oft close in pollution, yet of thee, I believe thou hast a mind that suits this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I will serve this Duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him, It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music. This will allow me very worth of service. What else may half the time I will commit? Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you as eunuch, in your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, to let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
That surfeiting, that appetite may sicken and so die. Oh, then strain again, that dying fall. It came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violence, stealing and giving over. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity, receiveth as the seed, not enters there, of what validity and pitch sower, but falls into a minute. Oh Christ, even in a minute, so full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go ahead, my lord?
What, Curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, oh, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, e'er since pursue me. How now, what news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaiden we return this answer. The element itself till 7 years heat shall not behold her face in ample view, but like a cloistress, she will veil and walk in water once a day or chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother? How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled her sweet perfections with one self-king. Away, before me, to sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother son. Oh, I'm sure care is an enemy to life.
By my troth, Toby, you must. Come in earlier night.
Oh.
Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? No, I'll confine myself no finer than I am. Okay? These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be this the proper footwear. And if you not, let me hang myself in my own flip-flops.
That quacking and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Aguecheek?
Aye, he.
Why, he's as tall a man as any is in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
I bet he'll have a year and all those ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Why the Jew say so? He plays on the viola da gamboy and speaks 3 or 4 languages word for word without book. and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed almost natural, for besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreler. And though he hath been a coward, to ally the guts he hath in quarreling, to saw among the prudent, he will quickly have the gift to the grave.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of them. Who are they?
They to add, moreover, his drunken envy in your company.
With drinking helps to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as there is a passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He is a coward and a coistrel that will not drink to my niece till the brain turn over the toe like a parish dog. What wench? Castellano Morgo! For here comes Sir Andrew Ague-Face!
Sir Toby Belch, how now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew! Oh my God! Oh.
Bless you! Fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost!
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Oh, good Mistress Mary Accost.
Oh, you mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her, Yeah.
By my troth, I don't undertake in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And thou hast heard so, Sir Andrew, would thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I might never draw a sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
But, sir, I have not you by the hand.
I'm married, but you shall have him. Here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Well, why, I think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir, I have them at my fingers' ends. Marry now, I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, knight. Thou lockest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? You are not due. Oh, I would have spent that time in the topics I had in fencing, dancing, and beer baiting. Had I but followed the yards. Faith, I'll home tomorrow. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1 she'll have none of me. The count here hard by woos her.
Oh, but she'll none of the count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I'm a man of the strangest mind in the world. I play in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws as knight?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be, under the degree of my banners, and yet I will not compare with no man.
What is thy excellence in a galliard,
Oh,
knight?
faith, I can cut a caper,
And I can cut the button to it.
and I think I'm the back streaks will be as strong as any man in Illyria.
Oh! Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before him? Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think, by the excellent constitution of thy leg, it was formed under the star of a galliard.
Tis well, and it does different well in a flame-colored star. Shall we set about some revels?
Were we not born under Taurus?
Wait, Taurus, that's size and heart.
No, it is legs and thighs. Let me see the paper. Yeah. Higher! Higher! Excellent!
Duke continues these favors towards you, Cesario. You're likely to be much advanced. Yet known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you can call into question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you.
Here comes.
Who saw Cesario, ho?
On On your attendance, my lord here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario? Oh, Cesario! Oh, you're awesome! I love you! I have unclasped thee the book, even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gates unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrows and bespoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious, thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound. And all is semblative of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 2 or 3 attentive, all if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll try my best to woo your lady. Instead of barkful strife, whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a brick will answer in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let him hang me. He that is well hanged is willing to fear no fellows.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is not that as good as a hanging to you?
Many good hanging prevents a bad marriage. I'm returning away. Let summer bear it out.
You are resolute then.
Not so neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold. And if both break, your Gascon's call.
Apt in good faith. Very apt. We'll go thy way. If Sir Toby would be drinking, thou art as witty a piece of these flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely your best.
Living be thy will. Put me into good fooling. Those who think they have thee may very often fools. Not that I'm sure lack thee may pass for wise men. For what says Chronicles? Better a witty fool than a foolish way. God bless thee, lady. Take away the fool. Do you not hear, fellas? Take away the lady. Go you, you're all a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest. 2 faults, Madonna. That drink and good counsel will amend. Forbid the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. As there is no true cuckold but calamity, so beauty is a flower. The lady they take away the fool. But I say again, take her away. Sir, I beg them. Take away you. Misprison in the highest degree, lady. Cuculus non facit monica. That's as much to say as I were not Molly my brain. Good Madonna, give me leave proof you a fool. Can you do it? Dexterously, good Madonna. Make your proof. I must catechise you before Madonna. Good my master virtue answer me. Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll buy your proof. Good Madonna, why wouldst thou? Good fool, for my brother's dead. I think the soul's in hell, Madonna. I know her soul is in heaven, fool. The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen. What think you of this Malvolio, talking not men?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake her. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increase in your folly. Sir Toby was one that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for tuppence that you are no fool. What say you to this, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw her put down just the other day by an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look at her now, she's out of her guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to her, she is gagged. I protest we take these wise men, that crows are at these set kind of fools, no better than the fools zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and a taste with a distempered appetite. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though we do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though we do nothing but reprove. Now Mercury and do thee pleasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desirous to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man, and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fire on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, tell him I am sick or not at home. What you will to dismiss it. Now you see, fool, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull shall cram with brains. For here he comes. One of thy kin has a most weak manner.
By my honor, half brother. What is he at the gate?
Is a gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here.
A plague of these pickled herrings! Hey, how now, saw
Good, Sir Toby. Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? No, I defy lechery. There's one at the gate, miss.
Aye, marry. What is he?
Let him be the devil and he will. I care not. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowning man, a fool, and a madman. One jumped above, he makes him a fool, a second mads him, and a third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the counter, and let him sit on my cause, for he's in the 3rd degree of drunk. He's drowned. Go you.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick, but he takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep, but he seems to have foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post, and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind!
What manner of man is he?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what years and personage is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly.
Let him approach. Call on my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls!
Bring me my veil, and put it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. You will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides, it was excellently well penned, and I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say a little more than I have studied, and that questions out of my part. A good gentle one, give me modest assurance that if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs of Pallas, I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
If you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not the time and mood with me one shall making a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swabber. I am to hull here a little longer. Some modifications of your giant, sweet lady? Tell me your mind. I am a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful.
It alone concerns your ears. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold all in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared to me have I learnt from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are a secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us this place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir,
negotiate with my face. You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Isn't it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather. 'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you leave these graces to the grave and leave the world no copies. Oh, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried as every particle and utensil to my name. As item, 2 lips indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me? I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you are the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned then on pride of beauty. How does he love me? With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire. Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He must have taken this answer long ago. If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it. Why? What would you? Make me a willow cabin at your gate and call upon my soul within the house. Write royal cantons of condemned love and sing them aloud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your names, the reverberant hills, and make the babbling gossip cry out, Orsino, Olivia. You shall not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me. You might do much. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my estate as well. I am a gentleman. Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again, to let me know how he takes it. I fare thee well. Spend this for me. I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. But what if the master were the man? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle spell to creep in my eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Your madam at your service.
Run after the same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring with him. Would I or not, tell him all none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up to hopes. I'm not for him. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do not know what to fear to find. My eye too great a flatter for my mind. Fate, show thy force, for ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and this be so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not, but I go with you. By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps sever yours. Therefore, I shall crave you your leave. I may bear my evils alone. If we're a bad recompense in your love, lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know if you wither your bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy, though I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort me from what I'm willing to keep in. Therefore, it charges me in manners, but rather to express myself. You must know me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Messling, whom I know you have heard of. Left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. Heavens have been so pleased, but we had so wedded. But you, sir, altered that. Just an hour before you took me from the breach of the sea. Did my sister drown?
Alas, the day.
The lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled myself, was that by many accounted beautiful, though I could not with such estimable wonder, or would far believe it. Yet thus far, I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but go fair.
She is drowned already, sir. In salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance. Again, and more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
My good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you'll not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not do what you have done, is kill him when you've recovered, desire or not. Fare you all at once. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But, come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
We're not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I intend to ride with her.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you put your lord into a desperate assurance that she will none of you. And one thing more, that you never be so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies, beating your eye or his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outsides have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites him in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness when the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will dispatch? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must entangle this. Not I. It's too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew, approach! Yeah. Not to be abed after midnight is to be out betimes. Yeah, and to get so ready, thou knowest. Oh!
Hey, my trunk. Oh, gosh. But I know, to be up late is to be up late.
Oh, a false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up late at midnight and to go to bed then is early. So, to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betime. Does not our life consist of the 4 elements? When I was in school,
So they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. Marianne, I say, a scoop of wine!
Here comes the full of it.
How now, my heart?
Despite thou was a very gracious ruling last night, when thou spokest of Paper Cornetus, of the Bathians passing the equinoctia of Cubus. It was very good faith. I sent thee 6 pence without limit, hast it?
I didn't Pentecost, I got Tilby. Malvolio's nose is no whipstock. My lady has a white hand, and the Myrmidons no bottle ale houses.
Excellent. Why, this is the best ruling when all is done. Now, a song.
Yeah. There is 6 pence for you. Yeah, now let's have a song.
Yes, there's a touch for me too.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song!
Oh yeah, I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming. Let can sing love high and low. Let can sing love high and low. Everyone's listens up now.
Oh,
Excellent, good pick.
Oh, good, good, good.
What is love?
this not hereafter. Present,
What kind of volunteer do you hear? If my lady had not called up the steward Malvolio and bade him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady is a Catayan. We are politicians. Malvolio's a Peg Ramsey, and three merry men, three merry men, three merry men. Wee! Am not I consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Lady, hilly bound. There goes a man in Babylon. Lady!
Be sure to be the next admiral.
Why? Because all enough to keep his bones, and so do I too. He does it with a better grace, but I do it more, natural.
On the 12th day of December, my two
Well, let's not be
three cartridges in one.
My masters! Are you mad? Or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do ye make an ale house of my lady's house, to squeak out your coziest catches with no mitigation, or remorse of voice? Do you have no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Smack up!
Sir Toby, my lady bade me be round with you. Though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, it would please you to take leave of her. She is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, for I must needs be gone. Oh
His eyes do show his days are almost finished.
Is it even so?
no! But I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you then.
Shall I get him go?
What is it you do?
Shall I get him go and spend a haircut?
Oh, no, you dare not.
At a time, sir, you lie. Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous that there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, by St. Anne. And the ginger shall be hot in the mouth, too.
Go, sir. Thou art in the right. Rub your chain with frogs, a stoup of wine, Mariah.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, do not give means for this uncivil rule. You shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
Twere as good indeed as a drink when a man's hungry, to challenge in the field, and then to break promise with him, and then make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thine indignation by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the council was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not call him into a neighborhood and make him a common recreation, do not think I am good enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he's a kind of Puritan.
If I thought that, I'd be him like a dog.
What, for being a Puritan, thy exquisite reason, dear knight?
I have no exquisite reason, but my reason is good enough.
The devil of Puritan that he is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser, an affection ass that can't state without book, and utters it by great swords. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed, as he thinks, with excellencies, that it's his ground of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work. The color of his hair, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very much like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
I have my nose too.
He will think by the letters that thou wilt drop that only your Olivia's hand, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse will now make him an ass.
Ass, I doubt not.
Oh, 'twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physical work with him. I'll plant you two, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night, Penthesilea.
For me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once too.
Come, night, let's to bed. Thou must needs send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul ways out.
Send for more money. Come, night. Come, night.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, we thought it did relieve my passion much, more than light airs and recollect the terms of these most brisk and giddy-pacing times. Come with one verse.
He is not here, so please a word without singing.
Who was it?
Best thing, Jack. A fool that the lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He's back.
Seek him out and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this Bruno Mars tune?
It gives the very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion?
She is not worth thee then. What years of age?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So sways she to him, so wears she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we may praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, sooner longing, wavering, lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or else thy affection cannot hold the bent. For boy, women are as roses, whose fair flower being once displayed doth fall that very hour.
And so they are, alas, that they are so. To die, even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come that song we heard last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain. The spinsters and the knitters and the sun and the free maids that weave their thread with bones do use to chant. It is silly, sooth, and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I prithee, sing!
Come away, death. Didn't that say? Let me be laid. Fly away, breath. I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white on with you.
pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy God protect thee. Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands. Tell her the prizes that fortune hath bestowed upon her, I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her and attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
soothe, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as doth give my heart. No heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention.
I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well a love to woman may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved man, as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman. I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined and thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat, like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will. For still, we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste, give her this jewel. Tell her my love can hold no place. Bide no delay. Hey, Cesario, got your notes?
Oh, come thy way, Signor Fabian.
Hey, I'll come. If I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with Malvolio.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the niggardly, rascally sheep fighter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we will have a bear here, and we will fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we tonight it is pity of our lot.
Oh, here comes the little villain. How now, my men of India?
Get all three into the box tree. Malvolio is coming down the walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow in this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Pose in the name of jesting. Lie down there, for here comes the trout that must be caught.
"'Tis but fortune, all is fortune. Where I did once tell me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near, that she should fancy. It should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with more of an exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes him a turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced poops.
I take it ever so beat the rogue.
Peace! Oh, peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue!
Pistol.
Peace, peace! Oh.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my estate,
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in a branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed, where I left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone! Peace, peace!
And then after a humor of state and a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place, as they should do theirs, To ask for my kinsmen, Toby.
Oh, bolts and shackles!
Oh, please, please. No, no.
7 of them make out with an obedient start. I crown the while. Perchance wind my watch or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches and curtsies there to me.
Oh, shall this fellow live?
Or silence be drawn from us with cars. Get peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby give you a blow on the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me upon your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Nay, patient, liberate the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with one foolish night.
That's me, I warned you.
One Sir Andrew.
Oh, I knew was I, for many do call me fool.
What employment do we have here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace in the spirit of humor, intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus make her great P's. It is in contempt of question her.
For C's or U's or T's, why is that?
To the unknown beloved, this in my good wishes, her very phrases. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
This wins him liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know what follows. The number's altered. If this should be thee, Malvolio.
Mary hang me, Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence, like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A fustian riddle.
Excellent, whence say I?
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see.
Ah!
What to show poison as she dressed it?
And with one wing that's Daniel checks at it.
I may command where I adore. Why she may command me, I serve her. She is my lady. This is evident in any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this in the end. Huh. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. What should this alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. M. Malvolio! Why, that begins my name! But then there's no consonancy in the sequel. That suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
I will cudgel him and make him cry home.
And then I comes behind.
Aye, you had an eye behind you. You might see more detraction and work deals than fortune before you.
The simulation is not as the former, and yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me. For every single one of these letters is in my name. Soft! Here follows a prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. Ah! In my stars, I am above thee. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great. Some achieve greatness. And some have greatness thrust upon them. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me. For every reason excites to this that my lady loves me. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange and stout in yellow stockings, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here's yet a postscript. Thou cannot choose, but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile. Dear my sweet, I prithee. Oh, I thank thee. I will smile. I'll do everything thou wilt have me.
Oh my God!
I will not tip my car for a
thousands paid to the Sophie. I could marry this one for this device.
So could I too.
And ask no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Nor I either.
Here comes my noble catcher. Wilt thou set thy foot on my neck, or mine either? Shall I play my freedom at tradeship with thee and become thy bondslave? If neither I either. Why thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like Aquavine with a midwife.
And you will then see the fruits of the sport. Mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and to the color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion beauty test, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot return him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit!
I'll make one too.
Save thee, friend, thy music. Dost thou live by thy taper?
No, sir. I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So thou mayest say the king lies by a beggar if a beggar dwell near him, or the church stand by the taper if the taper stand by the church.
You have said, sir, to see this age, how quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would, therefore, my sister had had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, sir, her name's a word, and did I with that would I make my sister wanton. But indeed, words are very rascals, since spawns disgrace them.
Thy reason, ma'am?
Troth, sir, I can really know without words. And words are grown so false. I'm loath to reason with them.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow, and carest for nothing.
Not so, sir. I do care for something, sir, but in my conscience, I will not care for you. If that be to care for nothing, sir, I would make you miserable.
Art not the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She'll keep no fool, sir, till she be married. And fools are as her cousins, as poached are herrings. The husband's the bigger. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be off your masters of thy mistress. I think that's how your wisdom, man.
Nay, and thou pass upon me. I'll no more with thee. Hold, there's expenses for thee.
Now Jove, in his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I'm almost sick for one. Yet I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
Would not a pair of these have bread, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phrygia to bring a cressida to this troilus.
I understand you, sir. 'Tis well begged.
The matter, I hope, is not great, sir. Begging but a beggar. Oh, Cressida was a beggar. My lady is within, sir. I will concert to them whence you come, who you are, and what your word are out of my welcome. I might say element, but the word is overborn.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well, craves a kind of wit. He must observe the mood on whom he jests, the quality of person, and the time, and, like the haggard, check at every feather that comes before his eyes. This is a practice as full of labor as a wise man's art. For folly that he wisely shows is fit, but wise men, folly fallen, quite taint their wit.
Shame you, gentlemen!
And you, sir?
You have boosted my name, monsieur.
Oh, we'll see. What's your search here?
I hope, sir, you are, and I am yours.
Wilt thou encounter that house? My lady is most desirous that you should enter if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Why then taste your legs, sir, put them to motion.
My legs do better. understand me, then I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer you within an entrance, but we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That use of rare courtier. Rain odors well.
My matter hath no voice, lady, but your most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors pregnant and vouchsafed. I'll get all them all ready.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, madam.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never merry world since lonely maiden himself compliment. You are servants in Orsino, you.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him, for his thoughts rather were blanks and filled with me.
Madam, I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you. I bid you never speak again of him. For would you undertake another suit? I would much rather have you to solicit that than using from this here.
Dear lady,
Give me leave to deceive you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me and you.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a rise. 'Tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
The clock of raising is a waste of time. Fear not, dear Cesario, I will not have you. And when wit and youth have come to harvest, your wife is like to rig a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho, grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. Yield nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay! I prithee, what thou thinkst of me?
But you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same for you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
I were you, what is I would have you to be.
Would it be better, madam, that I am? I wish it might, for right now I am your fool.
Oh, what a great deal of scorn was beautiful, and the anger and contempt of his lips. Oh, Cesario, by the roses of spring, by maidenhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, maugre all thy pride, nor wit no reason can my passion hide. Do not exert thy reasons for this cause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause, or rather reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth. And that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so do, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayest move the heart which now abhors to like his love.
Shake, 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 Senora, shake your body liner. Shake, 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 oh! Shake it all the time. Work, Senora, work your body liner.
Hey, I'm not seeing it no longer.
Oh, thy reason, tremendously thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count serving man than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her towards you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
And they have been grand jurymen since before. No one was the same word.
She did show favor to the youth, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jest, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was bought. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you have now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt, either of valor or policy.
for policy of hate. Because Olivia Brown is a politician. Why then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me, the Count's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 10 places. Oh, no, 11 places. My niece shall take a note of it, and assure thyself, there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Wait, will either of you bear me a challenge to him? Go, write it in martial hand, be cursed and brief, for it matters not how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with the license of ink. If thou doust him some thrice, yet it shall not be amiss. Go, about it. Where shall I find you? We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad. Some 2,000 strong or so.
Oh, we shall have a rare letter from him. But you'll not deliver it.
Never trust me then, and by all means, stir the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if you were to open him up and you find so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Look where the youngest one of mine comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Congo Malvolio has turned heathen, a very renegado. For there is no Christian that needs to be saved by believing rightly can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-bordered?
Most villainous, like a pedant that keeps school in the church. I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is the new map of You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than filed steel, did spur me forth, and not all love to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage. But jealousy, what might befall your child, being unskilled in these parts, which, to a stranger, unguided, unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I have no other answer to make. But thanks, and ever thanks. And off good terms are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But where my worth is my conscience firm, you should find better dealings. But what's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary. This long tonight, I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with memorials and the things of fame that during down this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without some danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Countess galleys, I did some service. Of such note indeed that were I taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which, if I be lapsed here, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Behold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, while you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me. Why not your purse? Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase. And your store, I think, is not for idle markets, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer, and leave you for an hour.
To the elephant.
I do remember. You do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more often begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil unto 12 of our servants my fortune. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come, for sure the man is tainted with his wits.
Fetch him hither. I'm as mad as he. Of sad merry madness equal be.
What ho, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho.
Thou, I have sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it pleases the eye of one as the very true sonnet is, please one and please them all.
What dost thou? What's the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, a command shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed, aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so?
How do you, Malvolio? Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well written.
What meanest thou by that?
Some are born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Authority.
Go to! Thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman at the Count Orsino has returned. I can hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
Good Maria. Let this fellow be looked to. And where's cousin Toby? Let him pass into thy care. I will not have him miscarry for half of my dowry.
Oh ho! Do come near me now. No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Well, Jove not I is the doer of this, and he is to be fed.
Where is he in the name of sanctity? No. If all the devils of hell be drawn in riddle and legion possess him, yet I'll speak to him.
Here he is. Here he is. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off! Let me enjoy my dragon. Go off!
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have a care of him.
Aha, does she so?
Go to. Peace, peace. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How are you, Malvolio? How is it with you, man? What man? Defy the devil. Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Are you, and you speaking of the devil? How he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, and it should be done tomorrow morning. If I live, my lady will not lose him more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Oh, Lord!
Oh, go to. We must deal gently with him. Do you not see that you move him? Let me alone with him.
No way, but gentleness. Gently. The biggest weapon will not be roughly used!
How are you, my baka? How
hang yourselves all, your idle shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
His very genius has taken the infection of the device, man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why? We shall make him mad indeed.
Quieter.
Come, we will have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he is mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance to our very pastime. Tyrant of breath prompts us to have mercy on him, at which point we will bring the device to the bar and crown thee for a finder of madmen. But see,
More matter for a maid born.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
Isn't that warranted? But you read.
give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and to exceeding good sense.
Bliss.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good!
thou killst me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep out of the windy side of the law. Good!
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself. Thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew and your Yeah. If this water been wet, not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
You may have very good occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Come, Sir Anthony. Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum bailey, so soon as ever thou seest him. Draw, and as thou drawest, swear a horrible, for it comes to pass off that a terrible oath with a swaggering accent sharp and twanged off gives manhood more approbation than ever. Hey, what a urgent! Oh, away!
Hey, let me go for swearing.
Now will not I deliver this letter, for the behavior of the young gentleman shows him out to be of good capacity and breeding. This will fright no terror in the youth. I will set a challenge by word of mouth, by eggy cheek, a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look like cockatrices.
Oh, but here he comes with your niece. Give them way till we take leave, and presently after him.
I will meditate the while upon some horrid message for a challenge.
I have set too much into a hard stone and laid my honor to Antonio. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but what a headstrong prudent fault it is, that is the most reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears, those are my master's griefs. Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not, for I have no time to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I will deny, that honor save may ask me upon give? Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with my honor may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. I fare thee well. A theme like thee may bear my soul to hell.
God save thee, gentlemen. Betake thee to it. Of what the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not, but thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck, be here in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel with me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
You will find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard, for your opposite hath in him what wrath, skill, fury can furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is a knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier and carpet consideration, but he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced. 3. And his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre. Hobnob is his word. Give it or take it.
I will return again back into the house and desire some kind of conduct from the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Belike this is an out of that perk.
Oh, sir, no. His indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury. Therefore, get you on and give him his desire. Back you shall not to the house unless you wish to undertake that with me, with which as much safety you might answer him.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office to know of the night what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
I pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know. The knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal arbitrament. But nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I will be much bound to you for it. I am one that would rather go by Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I cannot know so much of my mettle.
Why, I have not seen such a devil. There is no such virago. I had a pass with him once, rapier, scabbard, and all, and he gives me the stuck in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer, he pays you as surely as your feet hit the ground. Step on.
Box on it. I'll not meddle with it.
Wait, no. Heart attack. But he will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Putting on it. And I thought he was so valiant in cutting a fence. I see him damn dear. I challenged him. Let him let the matter slide, and I'll give him my gray horse, Capulet.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, make a good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. Hey, I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have convinced him the youth's a devil.
This is horribly conceited and pants and looks pale as if a prayer were at his heels.
Sir, there is no remedy. He will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. Mary hath better bethought him of his quarrels, and he finds now scarce to be worth talking of. Therefore, draw for the supportance of his vow. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Sir Andrew, Yeah, there's no remedy. He will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot fight the duel or avoid it, but he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, do it!
Very good to keep us on.
It's against my will.
Put your sword! If this young gentleman hath done offense, I take the fault on me. If you do offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love, there's yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Here comes the officers.
I'll be with you anon.
Your sword up, you please.
The matter was, sir, and for that I promised you I will be as good as my word. You will very easily and reign well.
This is the man. Do thy office.
Antonio, I rest thee as soon as Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favor well. But now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. No.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy for it. I will answer it. What will you do now? My necessity makes me to ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, yet be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have shown me and heart being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make it of my present with you. A whole tears half of my conquer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainness, babble and drunkenness, or any vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, and with such sanctity of love relieved him, and all in his devotion did I promise most venerable worth.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
But oh, how violent idol proves this God! Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature, there is no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil. Our empty trunks are flourished by the devil.
The man goes mad. Away, sir.
Lead me on!
And methinks his words from do such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Oh, prove true imagination, oh, prove true, that I, my brother, be now ta'en for you.
Come hither, knight, come hither, Fabian. We will whisper over a couplet or two of most sage saws.
He means Sebastian. I, my brother, know yet, living in my glass, even such and so in favor was my brother. And when he went, still in this fashion, color, ornament, for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
Oh! A most dishonest paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. His cowardship lies in leaving his friend here in necessity, and for his cowardship. Oh, ask Fabian.
Coward. A most devout coward.
Religious. Slid. I'll after him again and beat him.
Oh, do cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
Okay, I will not try to sort of punch him so he never sees a light day. Come.
Oh,
Let's see the event.
I lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
Oh.
Strong like a lion. A lady tell me the other day, no one can take a sweet man
We
away.
may be believe that I am on the stand for you.
Go, you are a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well, how
know you, nor I am not sent you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose either. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee vent thy volley somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. Kiss her that word some great man, now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. I prithee now gird thy strangeness, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give you worse payment.
By my troth thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report after 14 years' purchase.
Now, sir, I met you again. Oh, yeah! Well, there's police over there, and there.
Old people mad?
Come on, sir, hold, or I'll throw your dagger over the house, sir.
This will I tell my lady straight. I'm not being severe boots or tuppence.
Come on, sir, hold.
Yeah, I'll go another way to work with him. Action of battery against him if there be any law in Olivia. No, I struck him first. Yeah, it's no matter for that.
Let go my hand! I'll be free from thee. What wouldst thou now? Thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
Oh, what? Oh, nay, nay! Oh, and have an ounce or two of Malvolio blood from you!
Hold, Sir Toby! On my life I charge thee! Hold!
Madam!
Will it ever be thus? Ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and barbarous caves your manners were never preached. Out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. Ruthby, be gone! I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom not thy passion sway in this uncivil and unjust sin against your king. Come with me to my house and see how there are many fruitless pranks with rough and head botched up. You must choose but go. Do not deny. Be shrew his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Why am I mad? Or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my senses and lead me steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Wilt thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so and so be.
Nay, I prithee put on this gown, and knit and weave that else the chill past here. Do it quickly, I'll call Sir Toby the while. Toby!
Yeah!
Toby!
Yeah, sussy kid!
Well, I'll put it on. And I will settle myself. The competitors.
Oh! Joe, bless thee, Master Parson!
Bonus to you, Sir Toby.
To him, Sir Topaz.
What ho I say, peace in this prison?
The name counterfeits well. A good name. Who calls there?
Sir Toby Secured, who comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Out, Harper! Me! How vexest thou this man? Talkest nothing but of ladies.
Well said, Master Parson. Good Sir Topaz, do not think I am mad. Never was a man thus abused, good Sir Topaz. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie out this honest Satan! Sayest thou the house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topaz.
Why attack bay windows? As transparent as barricados. And the clear stories toward the south-north are as luscious as ebony, and yet complain of style obstruction.
I'm not mad, Sir Topaz. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there's no darkness but ignorance, in which thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fog.
I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance be as dark as hell. And never was a man so abused. I am no more mad than you are.
Fare thee well. Thou remains still in darkness.
Sir Topaz! Sir Topaz! I most exquisite Sir Topaz!
Nay, I implore all others.
Thou mightst have done this without thy gown. He sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery, for I am now so far far in advance with my knees that I cannot pursue with any safety this sports in the upstride. Come by and by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady dies.
Fool!
My lady is uncomforted.
Fool!
Alas, why is she so?
Fool, I say!
She loves another. Who calls her?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand. Help me to some pen, some ink, and some paper, as I am a gentleman, and I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Oh, aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
Never was a man so notoriously abused. I am well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
That is well. Then you are mad indeed, if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They have here propertied me, kept me in darkness, sent ministers to me, asses, and done all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say, sir. The minister is here.
Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits to heaven restored. Endeavor thyself to sleep and leave thy vain bibble babble.
Sir Toby!
Maintain no words within, good fellow.
Who I, sir? Not I, sir. God buy you, good Sir Topaz.
Very well.
I will, sir. I will.
Fool, 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 I say!
Alas, sir, be patient. What say you, sir?
Good.
I am shut for speaking, sir.
Oh, good fool! Help me to some pen and ink and paper. I tell thee, I'm as well in my midst as any man in Illyria.
Well a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Good fool, some pen and ink, and convey what I will to set down for my lady, for it shall advantage thee more than the bearing of letter ever did.
I will help you to it, but tell me true. Are you not mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
Oh, believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman until I see his brains. I'll fetch thee light and paper and ink.
Oh, fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee be gone.
I am gone, sir, and gone, sir. I'll be with you again.
This is the air, that is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it, and though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where is Antonio? I could not find him at the elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit that he did range to the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service, for though my soul disputes well with my senses, this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident, flood of fortune, so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, and wrangle with the reasons that persuade me to any other trustful that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. But if 'twere so, she cannot sway her house, command her followers, take and get back affairs, and their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing, as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, come with me to the chantry by, and there before him, underneath the contemplated roof, take flight of me the full assurance of your faith, so that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live in peace. You shall conceal it. While you are willing, it will come to know what time our celebration will keep according to my birth. So what do you say?
I will follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Most wonderful! Lead the way, good Father, and heavens to shine, that they may fairly know this act of mine.
Now as thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
This is to give a dog, and recompense desire my dog again.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass. So that by my foes I call and acknowledge myself. And by my friends I'm abused. So that conclusions be as kisses. If your four negatives make you two affirmatives, why then better for my foes and the worse for my friends?
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold.
But that would be double dealing, sir. I would you can make it another.
Oh, you give me ill counsel.
Put your grace in your pocket, sir, and let your flesh and blood obey it.
Well, I would be so much a sinner as to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo, secundo, tertio is a good play. And the old saying is, the third pays for all. The triplet, sir, is a good tripping measure. Or the bell of St. Bennet, sir, may you put in mind. 1, 2, 3.
You can fool no more money out of me at this throw. If you will let your lady know I am here to speak with her and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Here comes the man, sir, that rescued you.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when last I saw it, it would be smeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the phoenix in the front and candy, and that the tiger bore. And when your young nephew Titus lost his leg in the street, despite of shame and state, in private babble, did we apprehend him?
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side. But in conclusion, cut strange speech upon me. I know not what was but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish brought thee to their mercies, whom thou, in terms so bloody and so dear, hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess, on basing ground enough, Orsino's enemy. He witchcraft drew me hither. That boy there, from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth, did I redeem. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love without retention or restraint. All for his sake did I expose myself into the danger of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended, he denied me mine own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months hence. No interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. For 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. More than anon, take him aside.
What would my lord? But that you may not have. Wherein Olivia may seem serviceable. Cesario, you cannot keep promise with me.
Madam,
Shh. Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Good, my lord.
my lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it ought to be old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to my ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel?
Still so constant.
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul thee faithful's offerings hath breathed out the air devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even would it please you, my lord, it shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, like the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love? Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love, to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I, most joking dastardly, to do you rest 1,000 deaths to die.
There goes Cesario!
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all moors than e'er I shall love a wife. If I do frame you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I may detest him, how am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Has it been so long? Call forth the Holy Father!
Come, away!
Whither, my lord, Cesario, husband, stay!
Husband?
I, husband, can he that deny?
Her husband, sirrah?
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, dear Cesario, take thy fortunes up, be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as thou fearest. O father! Welcome, father. I charge thee by thy reverence, here to unfold what doth has happened between this youth and me.
A contract of an eternal bond of love, sealed by the mutual joinder of hands, attested by the holy close of lips, confirmed by the mutual joinder of your rings. A ceremony of this compact, sealed in my function by my testimony, since when my watch hath told me I have traveled but 2 hours.
O thou dissembling cub, where wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear, oh little faith, thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God! A surgeon! 7 presidencies are coming!
What's the matter?
Has broken my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too! For the love of God, send help!
Who has done this?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario, who took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario?
Oh, it's lifeless! Here he is! You broke my head for nothing, and that I did. I was sent to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never heard you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be rehearsed, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby. He shall hear more. If he had not been in drink, he would have killed you on the gates that he did.
How now, gentlemen, how is it with you? It's all one. Has hurt me, and there's the end on it.
I'll help you, Sir Toby, since we're dressed together. I'll help you.
Oh, will you help?
An asshead, and a coxcomb, and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull,
Get him to bed and have his hurting looked to.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman blood. Had it been the brother of my blood, I would have done no less out of wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive I have offended you. Forgive me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other, but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and 2 persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio! Oh, my kind Antonio! How the hours have wrapped and tortured me since I have lost thee!
Sebastian, are you?
Fearst thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in 2 is not more twin than these 2 creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. Were you a woman? As the rest goes even, I shoot my tears that fall upon your cheek and say, first welcome, John Viola.
If nothing less to make us happy both, but this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me, till each circumstance of place, time, fortune, do cohere and jump, that I am Viola.
Oh,
The word already to a captain in his town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help was I preserved, to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes the lady, you have been mistook, but nature too are biased, true in that you would have been contracted to our maid. Nor are you therein by my life to see You're betrothed both to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou shouldst never like woman love to me.
And all those sayings lie overswear. And all those swearings keep as true in soul as doth that orbed continent of fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maiden garments. He upon some action is in germs of Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady. He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And alas, I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he's very much distracted. How does he, Sirrah? Truly, madam, he holds the well at the stay's end, as well as any man in this case may do. Has he read letters here? Open it and read it. Look then to be well edified, when the fool delivers the mad. By Lord, madam! You, Sirrah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses, as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this? Aye, madam.
This savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered. Fabian, fetch him hither. My lord, with these things further thought on, think of me well as a sister, as a wife. One day shall crown the alliance on it, here at my home and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him so much against the mettle of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding. And since you called me master for so long, here's my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress. Olivia!
Madam, you have done me wrong! Notorious wrong!
Have I, Malvolio? No!
Lady, you have! Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it if you can, and hand or phrase or say, 'tis not your seal, not your invention. You can none of this. Well then, grant me it then, in the modesty of honor. Bid me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And acting this an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in darkness, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious jack and gull that ever invention played on? Tell me why!
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I do confess much like the character. But out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do remember me. It was she who first said thou was mad, and then came in smiling, and in such forms presupposed in this letter. Prithee, be content, this act is most shrewdly passed upon thee, but when we know the grounds and authors of it, you shall be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel, nor no quarrel to come, take the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at.
Most freely, I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts, we had conceived it against him. Mariah wrote the letter. At Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. Oh.
Alas, Malvolio, how have they baffled thee?
Ah! I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you!
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. You have not told us of the captain yet. Cesario, come, for so you shall be while you are a man, when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress, and his fancy's queen.